What up, y'all? This is Dominic369 for Occultism Unleashed, and today we have the new moon in Aquarius. Moon occurring in a fixed sign, the energy isn't easily, predictable, but it's definitely time to take care of business. Heavy life issues, core processes, and survival skills are high on the agenda. Because the new moon is occurring in the United States, second house of money for my people living in the United States and people whose economies are built around the economy of the United States. It's important for you to know that business partners and banks are engaged in high speculation with concerns of money matters and business opportunity. As you see, Biden is talking about making an announcement on regulating Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They feel it's a threat to national security. It's not going to change nothing in the long run, FYI. So don't get too worried about it. This new moon is also going to be making a sextile to the United States first house cusp and the last eclipse. I told you guys what was going on with the eclipse back in December. So you want to go back to that video, a solar eclipse in Sagittarius in the United States chart, and check it out. This new moon is directly going to start the planting of seeds in regards to the financial system and financial structure in the United States, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency. Man. It's going to square Uranus. This new moon is going to square Uranus in transit. It's going to occur with a square to Uranus, which means a lot of the speculation is going to make a stark change, a stark unexpected change. The new moon isn't really hitting on any planets in the United States natal chart, but it is making a nice trine to Uranus. It's a separating trine, but it's still a trine. It's still within 120 degrees. So you're going to see a lot of banks, stock markets, institutions spontaneously picking up on crypto because they know the revolution is here. They know the financial revolution and change is here, and they want to be on top and get involved with this, innovative modernization of the financial system. So look for stark changes in crypto, the opinion on crypto, fintech, and things like that after this new moon. You're going to first start to see the signs overseas as the new moon separates, and the sun, which rules the house of foreign affairs and long distance, speculation, collegiate, opinions and things like that. The sun is going to hit on Saturn, which rules, the United States second house of money. So when this happens, you're going to see a lot of, people speaking on cryptocurrency and the financial situation in the United States. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen over the next few days, man. You're going to see more information trickle out into the news, and this is a good thing. The new moon in Aquarius and the moon in Aquarius in general, it makes people feel like doom is impending because there's going to be a fixed change and a spontaneous change because that is the energy of Aquarius. It is also the type of energy that makes you want to put the health and well-being, the growth of the collective above your own personal growth. So we may see more businesses and things like that giving out raises, good things happening in the healthcare industry, legislation about, police and military use of force. I think this new moon is going to bring some pretty good things, in the United States that reverberate out to the world, and things from the world impacting how the United States, deals with things. Another interesting thing I want to say about this new moon in the second house of money values and self-worth, is making a trine to Saturn in the United States natal 10th house. Now the Saturn rules the house of the presidency, which may signal, very well that the negative impact that they thought Biden's legislation was going to bring isn't going to be as negative and oppressive as they thought. you're going to see some good things come out of this, man. But change is definitely coming in the United States, you know, financial sphere. Definitely coming, and it's coming from the top. So look for waves and people trying to, you know, rock the boat and spread fear and uncertainty. But also, you know, you need to be aware that you can either be drowned by a wave or you can ride that motherfucker. It's your choice. You know, you're gonna see, you know, a lot of, you know, debating and things like that, but you're gonna see change. It's inevitable. On a personal level, you know, this new moon is asking you to not be so selfish. It's asking you to not be so selfish. And again, it's going to occur with a square to Uranus. You know, so you may see people changing how they deal with other people online, and, you know, some of the negative stuff not being promoted as much. It's a choice. It's a choice, and we have the choice to make as individuals, because our individual decisions affect our peers, and our peers' decisions become collective decisions which affect humanity as a whole. We have a choice, and anytime there's a choice, there is an opportunity. There's an opportunity for change and improvement. Peace.